Hey guys, hey Femi, hey Snoodoodle. Yanopi, Griffin, play a good 3DS Fire Emblem challenge. I already beat that challenge. Can't you tell? Good Fire Emblem. There are none? Skunk Furry? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, D-Dread. I actually own all versions of FE Fates. I don't know why I say these things. It's time to game. God has returned, gamers. He sure has, gamers. Give me a second to switch the thingies here, and we'll dive right into it. So if you weren't here last night, this is what we got done. So we did some flats of this, and I guess this too. Let's pop that out. But what we also need to do tonight is a certain other layer. Now you may say, Griffin, you fucking crazy person. I would say, yes, that's me. Listen. The thing about this is that in order to do the shading, I have to have it be uniform between both versions. So the Neki version is the base version. So if I do the shading on this, and then like bring that over into this, then it's easier to do that than to do it the other way around, if that makes sense to you. It does to me, so that's what we're doing. So, I was just in the middle of this, completing this thigh, but then I realized, you know what, I'll just do this on stream. Whatever. So with that, let's dive in. What have y'all been up to? Working on McKeedy's game. Oh god! Yeah, I saw that Femi, like, posted something in the, art channel after I stopped streaming, but I didn't look at it because I wanted to save it. And also, because that Twitter poll that I did about whether or not I should stream Xenoblade or this ended up in in Galaxy Gallery's favor again, I guess I'll just, you know, hold out just a little bit longer. Xenoblade will happen. Tomorrow. No promises, though. I spent most of my day getting stuck in transit trying to get home from the grocery store. From the grocery store? Did the groceries make it home okay? I assume you did. And now I'm tired as hell and probably have a cold. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been working on thumbnails for an A to Z characters' favorites list, just trying to nail some good poses and have interesting backgrounds. I've never done one of those. I think maybe I did one as like a joke. It's like, oh, 1 like equals 1 favorite character. And then it was like, oh, you know, the Wolfman from Fire Emblem. Keaton. Flannel. The leader of the Wolfskin tribe. And just like finding like a ton of different ways to say Keaton. But an A to Z challenge would be good, because then I would have to find 26 different ways to say I love Keaton. Which should be easy. The groceries are fine. Thank God. I have to say, it is very tempting to add additional details here, but if I do that, my career instantly dies, so I should probably not. Also, let me know how the audio mixing is if the Fire Emblem music is too loud right now. I got further in Elite Smash, got knocked out because of bullshit, but I'm back and now approximately where I was before. How the fuck do people get into Elite Smash? That's not a real mode. Sakurai lied. Let's see. That ought to do it! Yeah, we'll just pop in the flats and then do some shading. Because, like, with the titties, it's like, if I were to shade this, then the shading on the skin would stop here. And then if I try to bring it back over to this layer, there's gonna be a big, like, gap where the shading just, like, stops, you know? Hopefully as this goes on, if you still do not understand, please understand, I'll be able to demonstrate, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey, did you notice that the filter button just, like, disappeared for a second there? Until I clicked select? Wild. Alright, let's see here. Let's cover all these little holes. The place I'm staying at has sus water, so I've been drinking juice to avoid dehydration. Oh, that sucks. Is it good juice? Is it no-no juice? Speaking of Smash, though, I found out Corrin is actually kind of fun! Oh, Raiz, I'm so proud of you! Oh my god, you're like the first person ever to say something nice about him besides me. What the fuck? I told you, though, he's very satisfying to play as, and he's gay, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with y'all. All juice is good juice. Damn. It really do be like that. Let's see. Any other seams? No, we should be good. Unless... these. It's always the acute angles that you gotta watch out for. Also, let me know when you'd like me to switch up the music, because I've been doing this as BRB music for a while. But a lot of people are getting here just now, so we'll see what's up, how that goes. Man, this sure does look unsafe to stream, but it really is technically okay. Like, if they can do the Breath of the Wild art book that looks exactly like this, then I can do this. Corrin is really fun to play. Asterisk. F Corrin? No! Oh boy. Well, I'm scared that if I zoom out too much, this stream is gonna get slammed! He Nakey? He is! I was okay with this until they colored it in. Now this feels wrong. Also, this is good. The nipple from the other layer escapes the clothing. Oh yeah, you'll also notice that it's like thicker because the pants aren't tight anymore. Anyways, let's bust open some new layers, name of shading on both of these groups, and we'll get right into it. Ooh, but I should probably open up some other PSDs first so I can get the colors that I usually like to use. Let's see. I think the last thing that I shaded here for Keaton is that that titties thing, which really doesn't narrow it down because all my Keaton things are titties things. But yeah, this. Because I think pretty recently I changed up the shading techniques and the colors that I like to use for this sort of thing. So if you get rid of all these like filters and this background and whatnot, then we can get like the base colors and we should be good to go. So none of this, and none of this, and there we go. There it is. There's the raw colors I crave. Alright, I guess we'll get started on the hair. Sure, why not? Can we have banned topics? For what it's worth, Griffin, I hate both F. Corrin and M. Corrin. No! You should hate one and like the other, and you should know which is which when I say this. Also, let me fix my pop filter, it's like knocked aside. Gotta be real with you, Chief. F. Corrin looks dumb, and also is straight. I'm sorry. Let's see. 100 brush, softness 0. That ought to do it! Both Corrins look dumb, LMFAO, they don't wear shoes. Well, because he's got to transform into a dragon. Dragons don't wear shoes, and if they do, they're Tims. And they didn't want to pay license for that. Anyways, as far as switching music goes, it looks like I kind of got forced into it because the thing just like ended. Ooh, I'll tell you what I'll fucking play. There was like a Fire Emblem like anniversary medley that I listened to like a couple months ago, and when I listened to it at the time, I was like, damn, I should play this during a Galaxy Gallery stream the next time I draw a Fire Emblem thing. Hey, now's that time. Let's see, I think it's this? Fuck me up, fam. Alright. And back to this. Let's see, so that's the eraser, that's the brush, they're both at 100. Perfect. I don't know how I feel about Corrin's design. I fucking love it, honestly. Like, I usually have very bad things to say about Fire Emblem armor design, because they're usually just, like, very, very, like, overcomplicated. But Corrin's just, like, looks very nice, and, like, everything, you can see that all the pieces, like, have its, like, a meaningful purpose. It's good. And also, he's gay. Dragons wear heels. You've seen Palkia. True. Fair enough. You got me. I don't like either of their hair, TBH. I think Corrin's is cute. I mean, this isn't the best example, but let's see. I'll tell you what's a good example. Hold on. Let me grabe. Do you guys know where grabe comes from? Is grabe a meme that I've shared with you before? Oh, wait, hold on. This one might have penises in it. Let me grab the PNG, just in case, because I know that one's safe for work. There we go. See, there's no penis layers here. Great! I don't know. I feel like I've, like, changed up how I draw Corrin's hair a little bit, and, like, I like this now. Like, I liked it before, but I don't know, it's really coming together, I think. He's a good boy! And a good maid. I like F. Corrin's hair way better than F. Robin. That's true. Which is the only Fire Emblem I've played, so I guess maybe I'm just biased on the idea that anything is better than the absolute worst, but eh. Sideburns look like Pico from Cursed Anime. I don't know what that is, and I hope to never know. I found out Cloud is fun to play, but he's so boring. Rice, you're actually not allowed to say that. Please never say that again. Also, I'm just gonna get rid of this Nakiler for safety. I know technically I can't get in trouble, but I don't want to offend the Straits, which seems to be a running topic with me lately. It's mostly blacks and grays. There's nothing too striking about the design color-wise. With Corrin's armor, I really think the blue and gold pops, though. Let's see, I gotta decide, like, where the light source is coming from here. First things first. Let's see. What would illuminate the titties most flatteringly? That's the question. Let's see. I guess just like a head-on sort of thing, right? So, most of this is already good, but I might redo like this a little bit. It should be more like this. And then we'll just like kind of have a shadow casting like that. F. Robin is ugly, sorry, Straits. Damn, chat is getting woke tonight. Finally. We're making a breakthrough here. Fire Emblem 4 music, my shit. You'll have to be more specific than 4. Which one is that? It's weird to me because, like, I've played a lot of Fire Emblem games, for sure, but there's, like, a million of them, so it feels like I've touched such, like, a tiny percentage. I don't know what to think about this, as far as the shading on the floppy ears goes. I'll leave it for... well, I was gonna come back to it, but Teddy really be out for breastfeeding heterosexual men to turn them into gays. Well, I regret reading that, but hey, Jake Jack Joe, welcome. Besides the hair, I think F. Robin has the better design over F. Corrin, though, because the coat is gender neutral and way cooler looking than the weird dragon nonsensical armor. May I remind you... Hold on. You hold that thought. You hold that lost in thoughts all along. I'll tell you what neither of the Robins has. I really don't like how this face aged, but thigh windows. This is a fucking miracle. Okay, so I want this layer. Actually, I want a new layer. I don't know, I really should have picked a light source before I started these. I might, like, just redo them from scratch. I don't know. What do you guys think? At Griffin, did I just hear you defend F. Corrin on stream? I'm defending thigh windows. That's what I'm doing. Are you gonna slander thigh windows? Because we've got a problem if that's the case. I want to try out Echoes, even though I have not much interest in it at all. I'm glad you feel the same way, Rice, because that's how I've felt about Echoes. Like, it does not... I feel like it undoes everything about, like, the presentation that I've liked about previous Fire Emblem games. Although, I'll give it a couple of points. Fully voiced dialogue for everything is a good improvement, because in previous Fire Emblem games there's, like, grunts and then lots of reading, but, all that reading is, like, you know, actually fully voiced stuff in Echoes. That's good. I don't like, however, the new art style that they went for. I really like Kozaki, you know, Camilla aside. And they completely ruined the pre-rendered cutscenes. And that is a poor choice that is carried over into Three Houses, and I'm very angered by it. They went for like a low frame rate thing. You know, where they animate, like, on 2s instead of, like, on 1s, which Fates and Awakening did. So now, it just looks bad, because they don't know how to do it properly, so now it just, like, hurts your eyes. Like, I think a really great example that's come out recently is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right? Because that's, like, a whole movie. that's animated on 2s, but, you know, nobody's talking about, like, oh, it looks terrible, it hurts my eyes. You look at the Three Houses cutscenes, though, they don't look good, because they don't use good poses for those keyframes that they are deciding to animate on 2s, and the camera movement... See, in Spider-Verse, the camera always moves on 1s, and then the characters move on 2. In Three Houses, everything moves on 2, so whenever the camera moves, it looks, like, really choppy, and it's, like, very motion sicknessy. Drum step time. Agreed, though, the pre-rendered cutscenes are wonky, but there's literally, like, 3 of them. I don't know. I feel like, with other Fire Emblem games, it's always, like a really cool reward. Maybe, like, in the modern day, it's not as cool of a surprise anymore, because, you know, graphics these days. But if you're gonna, like, put, like, the budget and, like, the effort into making, like, pre-rendered shit, then make it look good, you know? Camilla DeVille from 101 Dalmatians. Please, I am begging nobody draw that. Choppy animation is either going to be really neat or super bad. We already know what it looks like from the trailers. If they don't fix it, then it looks bad. And I get the feeling that they won't, because, you know, it's pre-rendered. They're going to re-render it? I don't think so. Still not over how you don't like Hidari's amazing designs. There's literally handsome men with their titties out. Point to one, please? Because I don't think there's anything on the level of Keaton in that game. Sorry, Chief. I think, honestly, that's, like, a big reason that I don't really care for Echoes, is that I can't marry boys in it. What the fuck? I'm not liking how any of the shading's coming out. Sent in Discord? Let me look into this. The titties are there, but his face looks like a ham. I'm gonna redo this bit on the bangs. Ears I can leave alone, but this just looks wrong to me. I'm gonna redo this. The fuck was that noise? A man noise, I would say. His face looks like a ham. It doesn't, sis. Well, what's another word for ugly? Ham heartbreak. Isn't Deku streaming that right now? I haven't checked those out. I should. Wait just a second. Oh, okay, it was the eraser that was 80. I thought I was using an 80-size brush. Bottom noise? Okay, if you say so. Aren't all noises that I make bottom noises, technically? You can say, I'm a dummy with small meat. That's a good replacement. You know, B, why are you here, even? You're just mean. You're just a bully! Seriously, like, where are the fucking Corrin and Keaton stands? I need to replace my audience with them. Or just merge them with my existing one so I can start a holy war. I like F. Corrin. Not a valid opinion. They don't exist. Wait, does that mean I don't exist? Guys! Guys, I don't... That was a joke, I'm still here, though. Got you. Tricked you. Oh god, oh fuck, he's gone. Wow, I can't believe I don't fucking exist. We like Ike? I like Ike. See, I played Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, and I like him. I unironically like Keaton a lot. That's so nice of you to say, Femi. Thank you. And you were able to say the word Keaton in chat without saying furry, which I think is a first, honestly. So good for you. I love Ike and his two boyfriends. Soren and Ranulph and Ike are all such good boys. Although, come to think of it, why isn't Ranulph in Heroes? He should be. What if I'm a furry, though? You don't know? Oh no. Oh no! Especially the muscly version of Ike. Now that's a good take. That's the one I always use when I select an Ike CPU or play as Ike. Yeah, I want to do these front things next, I think. I prefer bottom Ike? Damn. I'm liking this horn. Also, I might turn this up a little bit, actually. It's kind of quiet. ICPU? There we go. I feel like there's some shading I should do on like the top bit here, but I'm not sure. Oh no, I see. I can verify that Keaton isn't furry enough. That's true. Rice is like furry as fuck. If anybody has like the verdict, it's him. But it's still fun to say he is to clown on Keaton's stands. You see, the thing about that, Rice, is that I don't think you can use a plural because that would insinuate that there is more than one, which is not true. Certainly no one on the level of me, that's for sure. Keaton is 100% TF though. What's TF? Tropical Freeze? Yeah, I thought so. I did like some weird shit to like get around the fact that I forgot to draw these colors back here. So that's actually going to be shading work I have to do on this layer. There we go. Okay, so as far as the hair, that should do the trick for now. So close that group, reopen that, and merge these layers. Okay, we good. Captain Zack? We don't talk about Captain Zack. Captain Zack is not real. TF means transformation. Transformation, you know this. Well, I know what that is, I just didn't know it was, like, abbreviated as TF. I guess so. What constitutes, like, for it to count, though? Frederick is much sexier than Keaton. Frederick is an absolute unit. This I cannot deny. So you do have a good point there. But, I think I like Keaton's personality paired with Lorge. Oh, fuck, this track. It has to transform. Okay, okay. I'm gonna use like a bigger, softer brush for this, I think. For a big, soft boy. Titty. Hey, Hacius. Welcome to the titty zone, baby. There we go. Yeah, I might have to start a couple new layers again here. Let's see, looking at the light source, which is kinda... vaguely. Yeah, sure. That works. I can live with that. I can't live with it. I have to fix it. Sure. Once I do the gradient stuff, that should be, like, a bit nicer looking. But I don't know. Wait, I'm referring to Lord Frederick from Donkey Kong from Tropical Freeze? But isn't there a Frederick in Fire Emblem Awakening? You don't know Fire Emblem Frederick? Uh-oh. Well, let's fix that in an instant. You're about to like Frederick. I'm not really an Awakening head, but let me just say, Frederick can fucking get it. Look at this. This is real artwork, and they just, like, gave him a fucking bulge, and also, big. Good, so good for him. But the problem is, I can't gay marry him, so what's the point? I miss Daddy Dix. Excuse me? Dixie Kong? Heya, Dix! I like his collar, me too. His collar is the best part of that. Gay marry this! I bet he is scrawny under that armor. You speak of things you do not know of. That's good, but I'm gonna undo that so I can, like, get this rear bit first. I could just, like, do some more layer stuff, but, Making new layers is hard, and I'm lazy. Okay, now we'll go back to 100 for, like, this kind of thing where the clothes are, like, casting. I don't know, I feel like when I do this kind of shading thing with, like, different brush sizes, it can be, like, very hit or miss, but I don't know, we'll see which way it goes. 4 hours later, when I decide that all of this wasn't worth it and I want to redraw it all, and I'm not happy with how it came out. You can't gay marry Keaton. Yet. Watch me. I guess they never miss, huh? You can't hit or miss me. I did the maid thing, so I'm unstoppable. That's what that means now. This fucking Corin. Maybe I'll do the black part of the hair next. This bit. I will mod Keaton into Skyrim, then I can gay marry him. If only there was like a good 3D model out there of Keaton, but there's not. There's like one that's used in a lot of MMD videos, but that's like it. And it's not a good one. So it doesn't count. No, this is what would cast. Why would I marry a furry bastard that isn't werehog SMH? I mean, if you are thinking of werehogs, this is about as close as you can get. Mod in a 2D plane with Keaton on it, put Keaton noises on the dragon. What is this track? Let's see, we're at 23 minutes in. What plays here? 20... Oh, it's from Gaiden, apparently. Weird. I thought it was from something else. It's more Echo's music? Yeah, apparently Echoes also has like very good music, but I like refuse to listen to it because I don't want to get spoiled, even though I'll never play it. Yeah, I can merge. We'll just do the browse and then move on to the back layer. Eggman has big feet. Hey chat, die! Oh dear, what have I done now? The Q key! That's like always the one like misclick or mispressed key that I do that like freaks me out. I used to always have to like ask the teacher for help whenever I like accidentally hit Q because I didn't know what the fuck I did or how to undo it. Let's see. I don't know, the shading really isn't, like, speaking to me yet, but I know of a way that will make it do just that. But it involves... No, you go away. It involves the naked layer. Foot vor choke fetish. Oh, this is interesting. Because, like, where the latest casting from? Time to take a hiss. Let's see, is this like the exact same shade as the line art, or is this... Yeah, I think that's pure black. I want to use you. Wait a second, what? That's like a lighter shade. How? Oh, because I have the white background on, so it factored that into the color it picked. Okay, hold on. So turn that off, turn the color off here, and then color pick. Yeah, now it's darker. I'd say that would just about do it. But also this rear part here. When does Keaton die and how often? Never. Even if you did, like, play on harder difficulties, which I most certainly did not, Keaton's, like, a fucking great unit. Like, he's, like, impossible to kill. Depends on who's playing. Well, if I'm playing, that boy's gonna be big and strong. Alright. The clothes are coming off, Luigi! I really should not have used that voice or that phrase for that, but okay. Mario, put him back on, Jesus. Disney Channel's Dog with a Blog featuring Keaton. Hey, stop! Oh, I didn't color this in. Whoops. Let's get this. The only danger to Keaton is the special boys that do ridiculous damage. Yeah, there are certain characters that have, like, anti-werewolf weapons or something like that. So, then we're talking some mean business. But the rest of the time, Keaton can and will wreck. I gotta get the skin shading here. There's like some line art selection too, so it's not as... See, because like everything is color of skin here, so I can't like select one thing without selecting everything. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go titty out. We're going titty out. That's what's happening. The only danger to Keaton is Griffin. I'm gonna grapefruit him to death. That's not really a difference. Hold on. I want to like have a bit of a shadow between them, so you can kind of... It's not really how that works, though. If it's like smaller, then it'll look like okay, but I was making it too big. I don't like that Griffin has the power to remove Keaton's clothes. That's a power that I've always had, and will forever wield. It's an important life skill. Oh, that's on the line art layer. Whoops. Well, when there's no porn out there to satisfy your need. That's true. I mean, not particularly with NSFW, but just like Keaton content in general, like, there's fucking nothing out there, so if either you make it or you commission it. That's kind of like what inspired me to start drawing him as much as I do, because there's like nobody else doing it. Horny artists make do. It's true. Now those are some good-looking titties. I could do more, but I think from here it's like fine, you know? Because that's the only bit that's like clothed. Oh, but I still gotta like do the face and stuff. Hold up. If I like put a thing here and then do a selection, is that gonna... No, it still selects everything else. Alright. Yeah, I'll just like redo all the little acute angles then. Because that's what I'm trying to avoid here when I'm debating. Because look at this. You never know like what's not gonna get counted. So you gotta like very, very like meticulously look through all like the little nooks and crannies and make sure everything's selected, which can be like very time consuming, especially when you really only have to do that for the color layer and then all the work is done, but when the whole shape is like one color like this, you do have to kind of just cut your losses. He ain't got a beepus? It's true. We went over this last stream, he has an Abzu. See, shit like this. SMH, guess he's just a stuffer? What does that mean? This really could have been avoided. This is like the easiest shit to do. I just needed to like shift click this. But once you've already got like other selections going, it's like you can't do it. Because you need to do the like expand command at the very end, and if you can't do that now, then... Oh, look at this! There's actually, like, some shit that's, like, up. I would have missed this if I didn't do this. Hold on. This is good. This is a good thing. Yeah, because sometimes... That's my fucking song! But sometimes when there are colors next to each other like this, and you like delete one, it kind of goes over and deletes the color next to it, just like a little bit. So if you look at the clothes layer, this is the color that was like originally next to it, and I had to like get rid of it for the Nikki layer, but... Is there anything else like that, or are we good? Fuck! Oh, it's Hitori Omo too. Alright, fuck me up. Yes! Anime OP time. No, it's the composer of Fire Emblem song. What color was it just using for this? This one. Because I feel like, look at this. The biggest thing that pops when I start shading is like the face. So watch this. Oh, not that. This is a good fucking cover! One day Griffin will stop denying his true weebness. That's a lie, actually. Weebs can't be gay. Checkmate, atheists. He did that the day he started playing FE. So what, when I was like 6? Because my first game was Path of Radiance, you have to remember that. Uh-oh. I like the shit that they're doing with like the wind instruments in this. Oh, I gotta do like this bit too. Like the chin casts onto the neck. Damn! Ooh! Also, how the hell did I get like 23 viewers since like the last time I looked? Oof. Well, unfortunately, y'all aren't gonna like what happens when I zoom out. They're boy titties, cowards! I'll do a little more ab before going back to the clothed version. Where did that come from? Did I get like hosted or something? I'm being oppressed from being a gay furry and watching anime. This is so sad. I'm sorry, Rice. This is the price you have to pay. It's the yaoi bots. Finally, they found me! I want 500 here, yeah. Maybe it's like 20, like, NSFW crawling bots that are waiting for me to scroll down far enough to see whether or not there's a PP there. They're all just hovering over the report button waiting to strike. Fuck! This cover! Oh, this is real good. Yutani, baby. Oh, it's Yuna. Well, I guess I've just been fucking outed. Oh no, I already have the 500 brush size on this app. Also, this next track is very loud in comparison. Oof. They're here to destroy the last Keaton stand left on Earth, so that's what happened to all of them. See, the rest of these aren't like their own like enclosed little bubble wrap things, so that's gonna be like a little more tricky. Is there anything on the line art layer that's not? See, in situations like this, we were talking a little bit about like lineless stuff last night. Situations like this, it can really like pop. But again, when you look up close, you can see the seams and it ain't so hot. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. Actually, wait a second, no. Because the collar stuff is blocking it. See, again, if I did this the other way around, where I did the Nike layer and then the clothes first, then it would be better, but I didn't even listen to my own advice. I'll just try to, like, as closely replicate it as I can, then. Chat, please don't pop Keaton's abs as though they were bubble wrap. I'm just talking about how they're, you know, they're their own enclosed shapes, like bubbles. But then these are like, you know, the lines start breaking. It's not the same. I'm just quoting you, asshole. Damn. You gotta, like, very closely watch this. Because I want them to be, like, similar enough. You have the LGBT takes, I don't think they'll be bothered by boy titty. Well, all those people just left, so I think that may have, the truth may have scared them away. Or I'm just a bad streamer, haha. Okay, this side is, like, close enough, but I might have to, like, do that here. Well, that's looking pretty decent. It's getting close, it's getting there. Okay, there we go, that's good. And then this side, and I think we'll be good to go back to the clothes. Hey, y'all ever shaded an armpit before? I haven't. Got any advice on that? Like, do you need to? Or is the line, like, enough? Okay, so what's the situation looking like here? Bald armpits unsubbed? I did, honestly, when I was, like, roughing this out earlier, I was, like, debating on that. But then I realized that not making them bald would be the bigger coward move. Because then you can just cover up that you don't know the anatomy of where it goes with just, like, a bunch of hair. But you know what? If these titties are nice and smooth, then everything else has to be too. I may have to just continue this whole shaded bit down here. At least a little bit. I can kind of just gradually bring it to a stop there, and then we can come back to it at a later point. Leave it bald or else. I heard that as, have you ever shaved an armpit before? Griffin doesn't shave armpits, confirmed. It's because Keaton is a twink? You will regret those words. What was that Kojima thing? You will regret your words and deeds? This is a good question. Should I use 100 shading? I will. Because then I can just, like, bring it like that. Although I definitely want to do some tweaking to it. Maybe I will use 500 size, I don't know. Let's see how it looks, at least. But I'll probably do it on a different layer. Even though layer 2 might have already been that new layer, I don't know what else is there. Maybe. Yeah, because it's kind of like a... Yeah, like a wider, softer shape, so that's probably for the better. Shaved armpits are not a feature of a twink, you cowards, you absolute weaklings. Femi! To the rescue! Thank you. My hero. I will fight every person in this chat. Femi, thank you. You've been live for just over 1 hour. By this point, you should have consumed at least 4 ounces of water. Thanks, Stay Hydrated Bot. I will take a sip. It feels like for the past couple of streams, I really haven't been taking enough sips. And my throat's really feeling it, Luigi! Although, perhaps there's a multitude of reasons that are contributing to that throat pain, namely, the Mario talking to Luigi voice. What if you had a character who had, not reading that, Hacius. Hey, Itz, you wanna destroy that, maybe? Oh god, I don't think Itz is here. Do we have any mods in chat? Uh-oh. Alright, that should be good for now, then. Well, let's merge the shading, and we're good to go. Although, one more thing. Because we did shading on, like, the hair and stuff. That should also be brought over. And then we can bring over the other stuff, like, the other way around. And then we're good. That should be everything. Because the hair is just, like, a separate layer that affects both. There we go, that's a freebie. Okay, but here's, like, the big payoff. Because watch this. Titties, except there's a lot of work left to be done. Look at that. Uh-oh. I forgot the nip! Mod said, okay, Griffin, I'm about to head out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing that I was just doing. Is there shading? There is. Very, very, very tiny. But it's there. Is this even like a good shade for nips? I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's a little much. Like it's a little too red, but that's just me. I may put more detail into that later, but I think for now I'll leave them as is. I don't think chat would like to see me spend half an hour on nipples. Yeah, that and that. Then we can merge, and now we're good. I feel like It's is here just AFK? I don't know. Someone go find him. I mean, I can go find him. He's my Discord friend. Maybe it'll say that he's, like, playing a game or something. He's logged the fuck in! Interesting. You about to time me out for armpits, but you out here carefully shading nipples. What, you wouldn't? Slow down, little minion. If you drink too much, you get bellyache. Oh! I desperately hope you understand what video I speak of, because if not, I don't want to have to explain it. Maybe he's, living? Preposterous. Oh, that's a little bit, I feel like he used a different shade of green for the eyes and the hair, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, sure. Unless, I may come back to the eye shading later. I don't know what to do with that quite yet. Okay, so what is left of the clothes then? Apparently, a lot. But we'll do the collar first. Also, before we do any of that, I forgot a button. Because there's buttons in this, too. There we go. You know what? And I'm going to start with this button. Oh, I'll tell you what's a relief about drawing the pose that I just did, is that I don't have to draw either of these little clasp things on either of the arms. I totally got out of that one for free. I feel like I never know how to shade this thing, but I'll try. Draw a nose, you coward. We already went over this yesterday. That ain't right. Eh? This is the Song of the Herons from Path of Radiance, isn't it? I can fuck with that. then he could smell Griffin. I like to think that my excuse for not drawing noses is that it's because I have such horrible allergies that I just don't draw noses to spite them. Artists who go out of their way to avoid improving and learning how to draw noses, SMH. I could if I wanted to, I just don't want to. Oh, wait a second, no, this is the thing that plays at the, during the credits of Path of Radiance, isn't it? I remember it vaguely slapping along the lines of this. Like, I don't know. Does that look good? Like, shading-wise? I can't tell. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's okay. No, I think this is the Path of Radiance one. I definitely recognize the strings. Also, sorry I'm kind of quiet right now, but sometimes it'd be like that. I'm just very focused on the titty area, as it were. Nothing says sexy wolfman like Italian opera! I think the vocal style is definitely different, but yeah, sure. It sounds a bit more poppy in Path of Radiance, I think. Weirdly enough. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. I have to use, like, shading to portray the tightness of the titties while they're clothed. That's gonna be interesting. They're singing for him. You know what? You know what? In Fire Emblem Conquest, do you know where you first meet Keaton? At a fucking opera house. So there you go. This is what we'll play at Griffin and Keaton's wedding. I think you mean what did play at our wedding? See, I'm gonna use some of this, like, lineless tactics here. Because on this side I'm gonna use 500, and on this side I'm gonna use 100. Watch this. Kind of, I don't know. Does that look good? Oh, and I could totally use, like, the kind of curve that would have gone here as well. I'm gonna try it. Ooh, isn't this Path of Radiance too? It's loud is what it is. Ooh, no, this is 100% POR. Nice. Okay, let's do that all on, like, a new layer. I don't see a ring on the wolf's finger, bottom. Well, you don't see his fingers at all, so you don't know. Let's see, I might overlay this and then make it, like, semi-transparent. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. But it helps. Oh no, I kind of put it in the group layer. I want it above this layer, and then, like, maybe like 10%. Yeah, so I can just, like, kind of do this. This whole space is, like, all shaded, so that's actually kind of handy. I might use, like, 200 for this. We'll see, we'll see. You know what? I think I'll keep that. That doesn't look half bad. I'll kind of do the same here. Isn't this Ike's theme? I think it's like one of the... It might be Ike's theme. I remember it as like a map theme, but I might be wrong on that. It's already been like so long since I streamed Path of Radiance and finished that game. Well, that fucking slapped. Keaton has some serious Sonya Blade shit going on. Care to explain what that is? If it's a reference, please understand that I am a fool and do not get it. Was that a fucking JoJo reference? This is going to start to be another situation where I kind of want to... Like the thing with the sleeves, where it's a very similar thing between that and the Nike layer, which, by the way, I should probably put back and set to its original opacity. But we'll see. I'll kind of just continue, just like whatever. And now it's time for the most important part of all. This is truly the core of what makes Keaton who he is. I think it's time for me to hit that sleep. Good night, everyone. Alright, have a good night, Rice Cream. Oh, his skin's poking out there. Oops. Yeah, I'll kind of do that. I'm kind of just thinking here how I want to approach these legs. His feature is a shaded dick? Well, yeah. Keaton is a cock-first kind of person. This we should all know by now. Man, even 500 is kind of small for this. I might use 1,000. Whoa! Uh-oh. Let's not do that. Now those are some good-looking thighs. Is this a commission piece or just a personal project? No, this is a personal thing. The last thing I got commissioned was a Sidon and Link thing, which I cannot show you for very obvious reasons, which is a shame, honestly. Because aside from just not wanting to show NSFW stuff, which is, you know, more, it's just whatever. I feel like in the past, I've never really been happy with the way I drew Sidon, but I kind of liked how it came out in the NSFW one. But nah, this is all me. This is the usual horny on main kind of thing. I'll tell you what inspired this. Hold on. Where can I find this? I retweeted it on my Twitter recently. Let me go to that. Coward correct. That's me. It's not going to show up in media, because media doesn't show retweets. Hold up. If I just scroll like normal here. Hey, by the way, I've been retweeting some good Corrin stuff in general. Check that out. But no, it's right about... oh, well, that's too far. Where did I put it? Did I unretweet it? It's the one... I might have to look this up. Hold on. Where to heck did it go? Oh, found it. There it is. It's, this. It's this. I was looking at this image again after a very long time. You'll notice that this is an edit, by the way. And then I made the caption, "You know I had to awoo it to him," which I personally think is hilarious. But then I realized, hey, I'm a coward for not drawing this. Hence, why this layer down here has been present the entire time. And why the Neki layer exists. I will do things with it, just not on this stream. I mean, you could crop the image. I could. I could, actually. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me put this back up. Because I don't know if I open the image what display it's gonna open on. But I'll at least show the face. I can do that. I'll take like a screenshot of it. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold up. Get up Picardo and free the Dickus. I can't make anything through Picardo. That's the problem. Okay, there we go. And a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and... That's the thing. That is all you will see. Unfortunately, it was a flat color commission, so I couldn't do as much shading as I would have liked, but, you know. I just feel like I drew the eyes really weird prior to that. Because, like, here. I'll do, like, a quick little segue here. Or rather a tangent, I guess. But yeah, he's got, like, the bit that goes like this, or whatever. Sure. In the past, because I am a fucking fool who will draw nothing but oval eyes, I tried to do it like this, and it looked really stupid. But no, that dictates the upper curve of his eye. You're supposed to do it like this. So that's like the only time that I did it right instead of wrong, and I liked it. What do I want to shade next here? I think the buttons. I knew something was missing from this. It looks cute when you take the hardcore sex out of it. I'm assuming on the affiliate side of it, but partners can't? What do you mean? Are we talking about Picardo? I missed it. Go back? I don't know. I don't know. Just go back. I already got rid of it. Yeah, I don't know what monetization things, Picardo offers, but I think it doesn't even matter at this point, because just like part of my contract with Twitch, I can't use like even like YouTube live streaming or whatever, and I have to wait 24 hours before putting the VODs up on YouTube, so they get exclusivity to me. I am going back? Oh boy. Yo, why ain't you a pro Fortnite Mixer streamer? Oh, Mixer. I wonder if there are, like, any big names on Mixer. Because, like, there's gotta be someone out there using it. So, just like by process of elimination, somebody's got to be a big name. Who's the biggest Mixer streamer right now? Let me turn this down a little bit. No, Snoodoodle, it doesn't matter. Affiliates and partners, neither of them can do it. I think for partners, they have like even more exclusivity. I don't know to what degree because I am not a partner, but I would assume more. The only thing Mixer is popular for is for Paladins and Fortnite. Oh, not Forza? During Microsoft's E3 press conferences, they like to push Forza streaming a lot for some reason. Whenever they bring up Mixer streaming, it's always Forza for some reason. But hey, we got Fortnite, we got Forza, who knows? Maybe there's a connection there that I just don't understand. Mixer is the Microsoft one? Yeah, well, they didn't make it, but they bought it. What 4 elements would you associate with a bard? Caramel, dancing, dabbing, singing, and gay. Let's see here. What else is left for us right now? Yeah, I guess we'll move on to the brown. Let's see. Is there brown here? There is. Very, very subtly, there is brown. Oh, hold on. Our good friend Polyhex has just shared a tweet with us. This better be worth it, Tyler. Let me take a screenshot of this real quick. This is what Tyler just sent me. Is this the person who drew Cockwaffle? Isn't it Cockwaffle's like 10th anniversary or something now? Or like 15th? 25th? I miss Cockwaffle. Oh fuck, you know what would be a good meme? Cockwaffle with Keaton. The fuck is a Cockwaffle? I don't know if I can show Cockwaffle on stream right now. It's like this really old like DeviantArt like furry comic or something like that. I feel like that's all you need to know, and you like just with that description you can probably put the pieces together. Only furries know about Cockwaffle, TBH? Then why did Tyler just send me Cockwaffle? Explain that one. That's just more of like a you were on the internet at that time sort of thing, I think. Tyler is a furry too.
Hey, Griffin.
Hey Tyler, are you a furry?
No.
Okay, can you tell the chat that?
Yes, I'm not a furry.
Okay, well they say that if you know what Cockwaffle is, it makes you a furry. Please debunk this.
I've been on the internet since like 2001!
That's what I said!
Oh, chat, you tiny children.
They didn't even know what it was, I had to explain it to them.
Oh my god. I was there for like the 2002 DeviantArt emo scene. I know all of these things.
Did you have any DeviantArt stamps on your profile?
I did not. Even back then, I thought they were corny.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm a
Oh,
yaoi
man.
lover and proud.
If I had to choose a DeviantArt stamp, it would be the one with the CDI King that says "I support dinner."
Okay, well, chat's calling you a furry and a liar.
All right, well, chat, I hope you feel really good about yourselves, because you're completely wrong. And also...
If you don't know what cockwaffle is, you have no childhood.
You have no rights! Yeah, seriously. It's a staple of pre-2010s internet childhood.
That and Lemmy's Lair.
Oh, Lemmy's Lair! Yeah, or Lemmy's Land, whatever it was called.
Can I tell that story?
Yes, you can. The central hub for Mario.
Well, you know what? You're
fanfic.
right here. Can you tell the story?
Okay, so there's this website called Lemmy's Land, and it was like back then on the internet there weren't really any big websites for anything. You had to like scrounge around and find like forums and like weird. Well, anyway, like Lemmy's Land was a Mario fan site where you could email Lemmy Koopa at lemmysland.com. You could send him like Mario fanfictions, you know, like descriptions and like stories for your Mario characters, like original ones. I had a Koopaling OC named Joey Koopa. He was
I didn't know this. Do you have pictures of Joey Koopa?
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, I want to see Joey Koopa.
Oh man.
Was there even like an audience for the Koopalings in the 2000s? Because they're in like Mario games a lot now, but what the fuck was up with them like back then?
Okay, there sort of was, but it was like we didn't have a lot to work with as kids back then. I was like 10 at this point, by the way. So like it was sort of they were sort of like half based off Mario Land 3 and Super Mario World. A lot of us got introduced to them through the Mario World Game Boy Advance game.
Oh,
But, like,
true! A lot
like,
of my
in the
friends
fan-
at the
like-
time had that growing up, but I didn't.
Yeah, but like on the website and in the fan fictions and stuff, they were also sort of half based off the Mario cartoons. So like
Oh.
in fan
In the
fictions,
dinosaur world?
they would use like the cartoon nicknames for the Koopalings sometimes.
Oh. Yeah, wasn't like Cheatsy, Pip and Pop, shit like that?
Yeah, like that. Those weird old nicknames when the Koopalings would sing in their horrible voices.
Oh. The one from Mama Luigi is very iconic. The one that's just like for like just 3 straight minutes.
Oh my god. The one where they're like chasing down Yoshi and it's like
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
faster than you're not. Something, Yoshi gets shot. So anyway, on this website, on this website,
Okay,
I
I'm
would
sorry.
email in like fan fictions and like made up like ideas for games that like were loosely based around the Mario universe. And you know, 10-year-old me was really proud of these, and I showed like this really like so LOL so random story. We read the one we read together, the what was it, Mario's Quest or something.
Mario's Quest,
And
right? Yeah, because I've
and,
already like looked at these stories myself, and I think you can still get to the website through like an archive.org thing or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, if you go to the Wayback Machine or whatever.
Yeah, Wayback Machine, that's what it is. But yeah, I only saw 2 of his stories. I don't know if there are more. I don't know if there are more that were archived or not. But one of them is like a Mario, you know, what Tyler was just describing. And another one was like an idea for like a Tyler video game with him and his friend. And some of it's like, you know, like a collectathon platform where you go through like these different missions and things. Some of the missions are just like describing like SpongeBob references or cutscenes and shit. And that's like the whole thing, and then you get the star.
Yeah, like so me and this kid Brandon, we met through the Lemmy website.
You went
And, Yeah,
There's like so many details about this. Like I'm like learning for the first time.
Yeah, learning the backstory of baby Tyler. But like so we emailed back and forth. So we like wrote our own levels, like our characters that were basically just us. We wrote our own level like descriptions and like what you did in every level. And Brandon near the end just started like copy and pasting like entire SpongeBob songs into his levels. And I got tired of it and made him write the entire last world for the game. But you know, one of us ended up actually making video games, and it wasn't Brandon.
Do you know where Brandon is nowadays? What happened to them?
I don't know. Who knows where Brandon is?
Oh my god, that's scary.
Maybe
they are making video games. You don't know.
You know, where have my fellow like 11-year-old Mario fans gone? where are they now? LemmyKoopa.com.
I would absolutely die if there was a moon in Mario Odyssey that was just the bubble blowing bit from SpongeBob. You just have to put the controller down and watch things happen.
That's basically, that was all of Brandon's levels in our game. Well, in our like made up description player's guide of our games. That's actually how I got started like designing games. I would like make up like fake player's guides. I would like draw maps and stuff.
Oh, I remember doing that too. I remember like drawing lots of like fake Sonic levels that were just like a million fucking loop-de-loops and springs and shit.
Yeah, God, after
so apparently I was
Sonic
a very like, you know, prodigal Sonic Rush level designer.
Hell yeah. I was the same way with Sonic Adventure, except it was super.
But how do you draw 3D levels?
Just from the top down, and then you put little numbers on the map, and then you write down like what goes on there, and like you put little fake screenshots next to it. Oh, well, you were much more creative than me then. Yeah, see, it was the Banjo-Kazooie player guides were real good. Those were big inspirations to me, and the Super Mario Bros. 2 remake on the Game Boy Advance, I loved that one too. So did you... Now that's gaming. Did you happen to find anything of your OC? I sent you one. You sent it to me! Oh! Look at him! Look at his little smile and his veiny forehead! Yeah. Hold on. Thanks to Tyler for this bio. Joey Koopa is the big bad bully of the Koopalings. Well, aren't they all? He is a threat to Mario and Luigi, aren't they all? And even defeated Smithy once alone. Joey loves bragging about his many adventures, and he loves fighting and inventing. The only two Koopalings who like Joey... Joey loves to take over every time Bowser leaves, and he ends up in the dungeon... You should show it on your stream. I am. Chat is... But okay, someday, maybe someday, Joey will overcome Lemmy and deserve rights. If you are Joey Koopa, you don't have rights. But will he succeed? First appearance, Koopa Rays. This is a blue link, by the way. Koopa Rays is a thing you can find, apparently. Favorite game. Let me see if Super Joey World. Duh. Worst fear. Chats in Lemmy's chat room? Yes? How are children like not preyed upon? Was Brandon like a 40-year-old man? No, because everyone was kids on the website. The perp says he wants a hamburger. It was such a small... Let me see if I can find any of this stuff. Oh, Koopa Rays is gone. What? It was... Do you remember what it was? Correctly. Okay, yeah, barely. And I really wish it was still there because there was a drawing, but it was like it was like Nintendogs but with Koopa Troopas or something. And you played as Joey Koopa, even though he's a bully apparently. I was obviously very good at characters, and you know, shows because this very unique Koopaling who is mean to Mario.
Also, chat insists
calling-
you're a scaly. Yeah.
Chat's calling me a furry and a scaly and stuff when you're drawing this like wolf boy right there on your stream.
Yeah, what about it, bitch? Tyler, you're like my best friend. Are you saying Keaton's a furry? Come, please.
No.
Everybody betray me. I fed up with this world.
His whole boobie is out.
Not his whole boobie. There's a little bit concealed. You want? Hey, Tyler, keep an eye on the stream. You want to see the whole boobie out? Here, watch this.
I don't think. Oh no. Oh, there's layers. Oh no! Don't do it. I just scared my cat.
Your cat should be scared. They've never seen titties like that in their life.
Powerful. Griffin, you are beyond powerful.
Thank you
Anyway.
so much.
I'm gonna go back to watching AGDQ.
Yeah, sure thing. Do you want to... Got any messages for us? You want to leave us with the Super Mario penis?
Okay, sure. Completely forgot about that. Super Mario penis.
Okay, he left. That was a very good... I liked that. That was a good call. Special thanks to Polyhex. Go check him out. Yeah, he never got to plug himself. This is so sad. Oh... Sorry, I'm still like... every time I call Tyler, I'm just... He's very good at making me laugh. Like, too good. When he first showed me those Lemmy's World, or Lemmy's Lair, Lemmy's Playground for the Sexually Monstrous, and I was seeing those stories for the first time, like, I was eating dinner, and I was just, like, at the table, and he was making me laugh so hard that I just, like, fell out of my chair, and I couldn't breathe, but I had my AirPods on, so I couldn't just escape, and I was, like, crawling away from the computer, trying to make it stop. I didn't think to have to just take the fucking headphones off. Oh my god, he has AirPods on. He can't hear us. Oh my god. Catboys and catgirls are actually worse because their animals turned human. Oh, okay. Also, yeah, Polyhex just plugged himself in chat. He says, "Ee." So there you go. That's like advanced Apple cucked. I am mean voice while Griffin is crawling away. Lost, frightened, confused. Good! Yeah, there was a lot of I am mean going on that night. I feel like every time Tyler and I talk, there's YouTube poop things that just kind of happen. But this is like the thing, because I feel like Tyler and I, you know, apparently we were the only fucking people on the internet in like the early 2000s, or like the mid 2000s for me, I guess, but, like, how does nobody else know this shit? YouTube poop is our culture. It's gay culture, yeah. It's a lost culture is what it is. Centuries later, they're going to be finding, like, YouTube poop artifacts, and they're going to be like, wow, culture. Culture. Anyways, the Fire Emblem music has long since gone away, so I'm going to go find some more real quick after I'm done drawing this little bit on the pants. Cool. Actually, as far as the shading goes, I think... Yeah, there's like maybe a bit more I can do on the boots, but we can probably move on to like the gradient, and then we're like, you know, probably done with the clothing layer. That is, unless we return to the Nike layer. But that's just a game theory. Let me see. Let me grab some stuff from Fates. I buy Pride Flag. I wonder what's for dinner. What is this one? Oh, they have a non-binary Pride Flag? Oh, that's valid. Y'all out here thinking you know what furry is. I've been drawing boobs on a cobra for the past 20 minutes. Yeah, you get, like, commissioned a lot of weird stuff, don't you? Wait, is there more things in my messages? No, that's just the original Cogwaffle. Okay, let me grab some, let's do Rotaken. Ooh, and I'm gonna do the one. I was gonna do the Fates one. I'm gonna do the one from Warriors, because the Warriors one slaps. Hey, I said I knew it, I just try not to remember it. I replaced it with modern Elsagate cringe. You sure did, didn't you, It's? See, I don't know if that's for the better, though. Like, I still like YouTube poops. You don't have to throw away your culture, It's. I mean, if you think about it, YouTube poops really were at a time when, like, gay jokes were, like, impossible to not make. So, like, if you were to take the total sum of, like, what YouTube poops had to say, there was a lot of, like, gay shit to be said, so who knows? Maybe they really are gay culture. Elsagate is simply the evolution of YouTube poop. I refuse to believe that. Modern YouTube poop is the evolution of YouTube poop. Y'all remember that Nintendo Switch presentation YouTube poop I made back in 2017? That was the shit. I don't want to hear it until you draw a cactus but sexy. Snoodoodle, please don't. Yeah, there's like some more shadows I have to cast down here, but otherwise we're good. You know what? Road Taken is something that really confuses me about Fate's rep in, like, other games, like, well, Warriors did the right thing. But if you, like, look at Smash, or even that, like, medley that we just listened to, Road Taken is, like, the other song that from Fates that everybody knows, but it's, like, never in anything. Like, not even Smash. It's so sad. Like, they could have used this remix for Smash if they wanted to, but they just didn't. Like, it's just Lost in Thoughts all alone, and as much as I do, like, genuinely like that, there should be more. Faith has, like, a lot of good shit in its soundtracks. Yeah, there's a teensy bit more that has to cast here, but yeah, Gradient's coming up soon, I guess. Why are we not listening to I Love Reshiram? Who did I speak with about the I Love Reshiram thing? Was that on stream or was that with a friend? I talked to somebody in, like, a great amount of detail about I Love Reshiram, and I forget who. Oh, it was Tori. They're not here right now, but I read, like, the Encyclopedia Dramatica. It's like Pokey Justin, or, like, it's Justin RPG. That's the dude who made the song. And we, like, looked into, like, what his history is, like, why he's a meme. And, you know, I'll grab one image. I'll grab one image here. I think I sent it to Tyler a while back. I unfortunately sent Tyler very many images, so this may take a bit of scrolling, but... Yeah, we're not getting into just an RPG for tonight, but I'll show you this one image. Just to be brief. Where is it here? Oh, well, there's sexy Rector Belmont. Good to know. Hold up. Yep, here it is. Okay, great. I love you, Justin. We're finally married, Reshiram. Oh, look at, like, the DeviantArt watermark, too. That's good. Wow, I didn't know that Reshiram had so many relatives. Look at his fucking little feet that are cut off. Oh, also there's this image. Let me just grab this one real quick as well. And the top of his head cut off too! Look at the top of his head! Anyways. Back to this. I'm glad you picked the safer work images. Yeah, if you actually go, heads up, if you go to that Encyclopedia Dramatica page, the first thing you'll see is Moltres shitting. So maybe don't? I also read, like, a lot of his fanfics, which are also listed on the Encyclopedia Dramatica page. He, really has a way with words. And it's not even, like, Reader X Reshiram either. It's specifically Justin X Reshiram. So that's good. Been there, done that. Hey, Shiz, no!
That's very sad to hear. I'm sorry. Let's see. As far as... Eh? I didn't even draw his little thigh belts in this one. This is so sad. Okay, I gotta grab another reference then. Hold on. GG Art PSD. So what do we got? What is the second most recent thing in which I've drawn? In which I've shaded his thigh belts. These! Okay, Keaton 48. This is back from October. Which is honestly, I think, another thing that aged poorly very fast. He just wants Lugia to eat him. Her name is Reshiram, please! And I still forgot these thingies. These still aren't here, I forgot that. Oops. It's not too late, it's not too late. Okay, hold on. I just gotta, like, get rid of all these filters and then I can get, like, the color that I use for shading this. And boop. Nice. Lugia is trans? I'm pretty sure all legendaries are, like, genderless. But, you know, maybe don't tell just an RPG that or they'll throw a fit. No, I think I kind of have to do this because I've already shaded the leg like that, so... This one can be that way, though. Okay. Let's draw those little buckle strap thingies. My aesthetic is the board girl right behind Reshiram. So how do these work? Yeah, okay, so it's like kind of matching the same angle as this? Gotcha. I might do these on a new layer too, just in case I like do the lines wrong. I feel like I noticed that I left these out last time too, but I just didn't do them? I don't know. Weird. I'll tell you what's got to be shaded here. Watch this. Oh, I miss my touch bar so much. I gotta like jam the bracket key a million times instead of just sliding the little slider on the touch bar, and it's very much a step down. I'm back. Why are we talking about Lugia? Because Circaboon brought up I Love Reshiram, and then I brought up Just an RPG, who is the fucking madman who created those songs. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I guess we're not quite as close to the gradient face as I thought. Wait, Lugia? I was reading all that as Luigi. Luigi, what are you doing to just an RPG? Mario! Yeah, that's better. I knew there was something missing. God, I wish Luigi would eat me too. Super Mario in real life. Spaghetti. Imagine Luigi flapping his arms like Lugia. That's a good image. Uh-oh, not Q. I'm married to Luigi. You might want to bring that up with Stevie. Mario may be super, but I'm super duper with the big tuper. It's been forever since I thought about that. Okay, you know what bothers me about that song, though? Doesn't the dude say that he's, like, working on a music video for it? But that video's, like, 10 years old. So where's the music video? I want the button to be like closer to like the middle of this, but then I gotta redo these. I haven't started any of the shading though, so it's not too late to rethink that. I think if I just like change the position to this and then add some lines in the end, it's probably good enough. Yeah, that's better. Giant Luigi, King of the Sea. Yeah, that's looking better. Good gods. Oh, I gotta erase this too. There we go. Y'all can have the brothers as long as I get dibs on Bowser. Oh, Snoodoodle. Can we leave wanting to fuck Bowser in 2018? I know, like, the Bowsette dude just got, like, a trophy from Pixiv and Nico Nico, but, you know, I think that's the bow on that whole arc. Let's grow. Let's move on. But Snoodoodle, everyone can't help but be hooked on the brothers. I guess this is already, like, all shaded, but yeah, these little bits might need a different story. Oh, there's, like, little diamond bits that he's got on his boots, too. Oops. You can have Bowser if I get Boo. Can we not negotiate things like this in chat? Not in my chat, please. Mario 1 Bowser is literally the same pose as the Virgin from the Virgin Chad meme! I'm a little worried with how I've gone about shading the legs here. Like, I should have done this whole continuous line that you see here, like, a little further to the side. Because that may look a little, like a little much on the Nike layer. But I don't know, we'll see how that unfolds. It's gonna be a lot of work to redo, though, if that does end up being the case, so big oof. Also, let's find a new track here. Let's go back to some Fates music. Except this time it will be... I like Past Below, that's a pretty nice one. What do we got? Griffin, you can have Dry Bones if you want. No! Nobody gets anyone! There's a couple, like, bits that I missed here, too. Like, here and shit. Yeah, there we go. Also, I haven't done the tail yet. Let's do that.
I want to hear Bit Crushed FE1 music. Sorry to break it to you, Chief. I want Fates. Yeah, let's get back to Christian art stream, please. Well, wasn't so bad. Easy. Also, you know what's just occurred to me? I could do like one of the, you know those things that people do that are like, hold on, where's the thing? Where's the button? Where's the button for this? Isn't there like a, eh? But shouldn't there be a, oh there it is, merge group. I could do one of those things that people do that are like, you know, where they like take an eraser and they start like, no, not like that. Where they do shit like this. And just like reveal shit. This actually works like much better than I thought it would. Oh my god, wow. And like there's nothing here, but this really does create an interesting illusion. Like I could put like an upside down okay emoji, and then I would get like a million fuck yous. Oh yeah, let's really see the good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna undo this before I actually lose the close group. I miss Lifelight. Alright, with that though, probably a good opportunity to finally move on to the gradient stuff. So this is... okay, just some more shading stuff so we can merge that with that. Okay, gradient time. Oh, this may have to be like another thing that like goes from the Nike out. This is really good, thank you. The art generally, but also the erasing specifically, yeah, that... I think Corin here speaks for all of us, and if he doesn't, he will. Yeah, I've got to turn this back off though, oh boy. I really am. The longer that this sticks around, I really am scared of it. I feel like I'm having a very similar reaction that Tyler had. Just like as far as having it on Twitch, because I know it's okay, but I don't know if, you know, a trigger-happy person just walking in on the stream right now is gonna feel the same way. Okay, gradient 50%. What else needs to be done here? Yeah, I need to do the gradient on the hair and stuff as well. Okay. Yeah, from here again. I know I'm not actually like affecting anything down here with the selection, but I want to have like the same like to look like it's affecting like that, even though they're on different layers. If that makes sense. Also, I haven't done any shading with the mouth, so that would be a better place to move on to after this. Let's see. Yeah, so I can put this away for now and then go back to clothes. I gotta do the shading on the hair bit next. Oh, thanks, Dehydrated Bot. That's actually, like, genuinely handy tonight. Good old liquid. Yeah, the gradient stuff, it's like... you don't notice it much when you're, like, adding it, but once you start, like, toggling it, you're like, yeah. It's a very subtle difference, and I don't know if it's even, like, you know, all artists should do this, but it's the thing that I do that I think helps. I misheard that as good old wood? Maybe that is what I said, you don't know. You can't prove I didn't. Alright, so this is another thing where we're gonna have to go back into the Nike layer. Back into the Nike zone. And just like copy and paste the gradient. Although, you know what, neither version has mouth shading, so that's certainly worth revisiting. Okay, so if we turn everything off here,
including rough. We don't really need the rough there anymore, do we? Also, I forgot shading on the nip. God damn it. It's always the nip. Alright, alright. Let's see here. I want to think about how I'm going to do this. I guess I'll just undo this paste that I just did. And then... Well, now, hang on a second. Oh, because I haven't done any shading on that layer at all, so if I just leave that and then Command A and then delete, then I can keep that, and then this is liner? Cool. So I want to go back into here, then back into the gradient, back into the nipple. And then do the same shit I did last time. Boom. Now bring it over. I kind of want a very disturbing face to be overlaid on top of the crotch. Would he count? Hey, here's a crazy idea. A penis. Okay, let's get rid of the rough layer again. You know, I'm gonna leave corn, but the rest of this can go. And there we go, now the gradient is uniform between both versions. And here. Nice. Just put Larry the Cucumber there. Would you prefer crucified or non-crucified? Did I do the gradient on the tail? I don't think I did. You can hardly, like, tell because it's all, like, shading, but I like to, you know, make it count in all places. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. That's a quick fix. No, you can kind of tell. I don't know. Definitely helps the way the hair looks back here. Yeah. Gives it that little extra something something, you know? Hey, speaking of something something, you know what I've been thinking about? Have you guys seen that King DDD video that's been going around? Where he's like big? And that's been like in my head a lot recently, and I need it out. I need it out so badly. It's gotta go. Wait, what is happening? I put shading on the color layer. Apparently, though, that's the only place I did it, so I guess it's not that bad of a mistake, but still. Phew, that's bad news. I don't like it when I do that. That freaks me out. I'm worried that, like, this is, like, ruining shit, though. Somewhere. Yeah, okay, I just have to redo that then. Could be worse, I guess. There's a non-crucified? Who knows, maybe 3 days later after Big Idea shuts down, they'll come back. Bigger than ever. Okay, so that fixes that. Let's actually turn off the shading and color so we can see better what's what. Let's see, does that account for all the... Yes, it does. Okay, cool. And bottom to top. Okay, let's get the browns. Okay, cool. Oh, that's looking nice. What's the... Let me get rid of this layer again. Bring up the shading, select that, get rid of that, and nice. So fellas, now that we're kind of coming up to the end of this, possibly a little early, don't want to jump the gun, should I go back to working on the Nike layer? Like, what should the remaining time here be filled with? Because I'm not gonna, like, go back to a game or whatever. It's gonna be art-related, you know? So, like, what would you suggest? I could, like, start something new, I guess. Nike? It says Nike. And I am finding it difficult to disagree with Nike. I need more time for my art? Okay. Uh-oh. Did I put the gradient on the wrong... This is exactly what I have done. That's why I said it looked so good, is because I put it on a layer that was at 100% opacity instead of just 50. That's why it popped like that. Oof, okay, let's just redo that real quick. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a million mistakes I'll have to go back and fix anyways. And hey, still haven't done those teeth. Yeah, apparently Femi and Itz and Noodle all need more time for their art. So cool! Well, apparently Femi already sent something in last time, so... if you really don't get it in by tonight... Well, actually, Femi, is the thing you're working on, is that the same thing as what you sent last night? Is it like an iteration or whatever? Okay, so that should be all the gradients we need though, right? No, it's not. We haven't done the sleeves. We haven't done any of these colors. But let's do just that. Could have sworn the belt thing was the last of it, but I guess not. We don't know how to draw, but I'll do something shitty in MS Paint real quick. Well, it's okay if you don't know how to, Sir Kaboon. First of all, it's never too late to learn. Second of all, it's okay if you can't. Like, look at me. I don't know how to play video games, but I stream those. Did I make the nip and the tongue the same color? Because if I can reuse the shading, I cannot. But I do have it from this, so I can just do that. I've been doing like a lot of cute bottom things recently, but unfortunately I don't think there's really room for it in this one. How do I want to do this? I don't think it matters if we do it on clothed or naked first, because it's none of it is concealed on either layer, so there's no like order that I should have to worry about here. This is the same shit. Hold on. Did I do it at 50% opacity? What's going on here? It looks like so much softer here than it does there. Maybe it was just like, I used like only the edge of the gray? Like kind of like that? Maybe. That's not so bad. Oh, but there's a tiny little speck of gum. Good thing I caught that. I would have been crucified if I missed that. But not like Larry. Okay, let's merge these. Let's do some does gradient matter when it's like this high up? It's usually like affecting the lower stuff, but I don't know. Nah, fuck it, I'll leave it as is. Let's just select it all. Wait a second, didn't do the inside of the mouth. So this, and then we can... Oh, I guess that just doesn't get shaded, cool. Okay. Well, what the hell did I just click? No. No clicky that. Okay. Fellas, it's Nike time. Oh, but it didn't do the eyes. God damn it. I don't know what to do about the eyes. I can actually just do this in a way where it affects both layers at the same time because the eye white is on its own layer. So that... You know what? I guess I can move the eyes around too if I wanted to. Hey, Griffin, let's not. Okay. Yeah, I think for this I'm going to use like 50% opacity. Actually, I'll do it on its own layer. Eye shading. And then I can just toggle it in any way I want, right? What's this thing that keeps showing up in the middle of the board? It's like an eyedropper related thing? No, that's just still there still. Why? Hey, any Photoshop heads know how to get rid of that? Uh-oh. Hey, how much undoing would it take to make that go away? That's when it showed up, okay. Well, that just means I have to... God, just paste the mouth back in, right? Yeah, this is already all shaded, and I already copied it, so... Boop, paste, fixed, done. Okay, and then I have to remake this layer, but that's just, you know, also done. So let's see, we want... What do we want? What do we want? We want this color, and we want this layer. I feel like I never have like a consistent way of shading eyes. What did I do here? See, because here it's just like, you know, whatever is cast on the eyes, but then other times... Well, I guess that's what I did in all of these. These images are still here. What did I do here, though? On these inferior titties. See, because... No, even here I just did it as whatever casts. Oh well. Sometimes, I guess, I just like to do a little bit of this. Just like around the edge of all of it, but I don't know. I don't know what to stick with here. I seem to have not been doing that for the past while, but I don't know. Anyways, I don't think it matters because I just fucking nailed it. Let's tweak the opacity a little bit though. Yeah. So it's not like as intense of a gray that's being used on the hair, but it's like still a little bit there. And then the teeth can stay, and then I guess we'll just go back to the abs. The abzu. This is gonna be tricky though, again, because it's not bubble wrap. I gotta like do a lot of weird like erasing shit. It's that same thing that I was talking about earlier, where it's like lineless, but like not lineless. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. God, this affects like so much that I don't want it to affect though. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of layers too. See, this is me right now, but not in like a thirsty way, just in like a, oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of work. But I'll tell you what, I suffer from my craft. And when this layer right here gets its chance, you'll all be singing a different tune. Which is kind of weird, honestly, because I was planning on posting that on main, you know. If I can do this on main, then I don't know why I can't do this on main. But I don't know. Like, I will, but I don't think anybody's gonna be happy with it. There's gonna be a lot of goddammit Griffin going around. That's an anchor point, basically for picking where things rotate from. Oh! That's actually very handy. Well, okay. I know that when you, like, transform something, for example, like if I were to transform the lineup right now, with what I've selected, and then you do a click like this, like, you can't see this at all. But there's an anchor point when you hold down Alt. And then you click a spot, and that becomes the anchor point for rotation. But that was, like, on the clipboard. And the clipboard just rotates wherever the center of the viewer is. So I don't know. I think it looks really good, I just wish he had clothes on. Well, he did, but then I finished that, so your wish came true, but all you did was just pick what I worked on first. So maybe you should have just, ripped the band-aid off and had me do all of this first. Because it's too late now. So, this is the tricky part, is that I have to figure out how to create, like, an invisible line to start on the final set here. That's gonna be tricky. Hey, you know how Tyler said he was gonna go back to watching AGDQ? What's being played right now? I still haven't, like, even the thing Chris sent me, I haven't been keeping up on any of AGDQ this year, and I'm bummed about it, because I love keeping up with it. Like, what's been run so far, and what's being run right now? Let's see, so I want to get rid of this letter here. I'm not fond of watching stuff like speedruns, but it's a good community. Well, I don't know. Can somebody just, like, look it up right now and see, like, specifically what's being run right now? I'm just curious. Oof, a lot has been run, I think. Super Metroid is being run now, or last I checked. Oof. Well, see, how do you not go watch Super Metroid? Like, I'm streaming, and I'm bummed that I'm not watching that right now. It's a classic. Although, didn't, last year they finally change from Super Metroid as their final game or whatever? Like, they started doing something different? Was that Breath of the Wild? Or am I misremembering? And also, what do I do about this? Because I haven't really figured out. I'm just gonna try for a start here. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this, gamers. Because if you look, on every single, like, thing here, there's a bit that casts from the thing above. So if I use that to my advantage, then we're cooking. Yeah, it's Super Metroid. Cool. I can watch the VODs, but I haven't even been doing that. I'm a bad gamer. Yeah, so even though there aren't, like, lines to fully break that, that's probably the best I could get. There we go. Full hardness engaged. So now I want to go back to 500 soft brush and start making a bunch of new layers. I'm not even fussed on events like that. Stuff like TRG's Coliseum event is good stuff. Watching people try to play racing games with mittens on is admirable. Well, if you want to watch that, just watch, like, Sonic Fox at an esports competition. Doesn't he, like, wear, like, the big paw things, like, on the controller? I don't know how you do that, because that's, like, not just mittens. That's insanity. And how, you know what? If we are talking mittens, how exactly does that impede play? Because you really only do need... Because if you're, like... Okay, hold on, I can draw this. Come on, brush, catch up. A mitten, right, is just like this and that. And you need the thumbs for, like, everything on the controller. You use the sticks, the buttons. You know, you need that for everything. And then what else are you going to use? The trigger? Well, you only really need one finger for that, so both appendages work out. So how's that, like, different from playing them normally? Yeah, some have this. Some fursuits are more dexterous than others. Well, they're just so big, right? As far as the hands, I can't imagine that being comfortable no matter what. But I guess, you know, Sonic Fox fucking does it. He finds a way. Furry hands greater than yaoi hands. Please don't say things like this. On largeness scale? Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough. But what about furry yaoi hands? And before chat starts making comparisons to Keaton, ha ha ha. Furry yaoi hands the world is not ready for. How do I make this conclude? Like, I guess like that, sure. There we go, abs confirmed. Now it's the legs that are really gonna trip me up here. Furry hands are just better. Don't say those words. I don't like those words. It looks like the finger/hand parts come off, so he plays with fingers, but still got the palms? Oh, weird. Like, obviously that's, you know, gonna be helpful for him, but just, like, visualizing that is very weird. Oh, whoops. I think I still had that from, like, my mitten example. Oh boy. This is gonna be tricky. Especially because I keep fucking invoking the dock. Oh, and this shit that I was talking about earlier, where the shading's kind of like... You know what? I can get away with that, I think. Or can I? Because the leg kind of continues up like that. And the only reason I was able to make it look natural with the clothes is because there's this break, which allows the shading to reset as it goes up the torso, but on the Nike layer, it all has to be one continuous line. No, never mind, it looks fine, I'm just overthinking it. Great. Cool. Which actually makes this pretty easy to just do the next leg and we're done. Unless the armpit. I don't know how to shade that still, and nobody has given me advice. He seems to have different ones, so I don't know. He's got like a whole collection? Okay, sure. Okay, this should be like the last of what we need to do, and then we can... I don't know what comes next. Like, we already did the gradient and everything, and then the head is obviously the same between the shading and clothing layers. So what should we, like, do from here? Because again, we're probably not going to end for like another hour and a half, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, hold up. This track's ending. Let me grab another Fire Emblem thingy. What do we got here? Just from, like, the related videos. Is this what I think it is? Oh, it's not. What am I thinking of, then? What's a good one? Thorn and You slaps, but it wasn't what I was thinking of, but that's okay. I Will Live. I kind of want to go with the... This is Thorn and You Roar. I just want the normal Thorn and You. Here it is. Do Pokemon? Well,
this is what worries me about Galaxy Gallery, is that you'll notice that I pretty much always have roughs ready when I start something, and then the rest is just like, you know, lining, coloring, shading, gradienting, you know, just the stuff that is much more, you know, following just through with the steps. But when you're roughing, you know, you really just have to figure it out on your own. And so, like, it's tricky, because sometimes that can go really well, and sometimes it doesn't. And if you look at, like, the one Pokemon stream I did with Funky Billiards, where him and I were drawing, like, a Pokemon for each other. Does that go that high? No, this is going lower. That's fine. We were both drawing a Pokemon on our own, and that was one instance where I was, like, roughing it from scratch on stream, and sometimes, you know, it doesn't go well, and I just, you know... Art, when you rough it out, doesn't always work out, but when you're streaming, you kind of have that pressure to make it work, and even though I wasn't really happy with the breaks that I drew, I was, like... There was, like, a good chunk where I was just, you know, drawing and canceling and redrawing and canceling and undoing and, you know, redrawing lines again and again and again, because I had to get it right. And I just feel like that's not as fun to watch as, like, something that's just, like, continually making progress. Because that rough did not move, that did not make progress for a very long time. And I get that some people are just here for the commentary, but, you know, when I'm the one drawing, you know, I feel like that's what I want to do. And that's what I can do when I just, you know, have the roughs prepared. Especially because, you know, the roughs already take 4 hours, so that's gonna be like the whole stream. So I just do that on my own time and then come prepared with something to work on, you know? I tried drawing a bulge. It looks like the person peed their pants. How does that happen? Sir Kaboom, you don't have to draw a bulge if you're not experienced. Please don't push yourself. Please don't break yourself. Also, I'll tell you what else I need to do here. There's a tiny little shadow that needs to go right up here on the skin. See, I did it on the naked layer, but not on the clothes layer. It escaped me. But no longer. There we go. Skin shading is already out, and shading. Just fill that in. Cool. He won't learn unless he tries. Well, does Kaboom want to draw bulges? I think we're kind of just making him. Just keep in mind that it was only drawn using a touchpad. Hey, so was this, bitch! I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Let's see, what are, like, some other ways I can improve this? I could do, like, a background. I don't know. And again, there is that layer. But I'm scared, you know, because, like, this is fine, this is whatever, but as soon as my brush strokes this zone at all, the stream will end. You will see that I'm offline, and Twitch will have destroyed my career. Mods, ban streamer for bully. It's just like, okay. I could, like, do this Corin for real. I meant, like, an iPad screen? Ah. Man, I wish I had an iPad screen to draw on. For real, though, what are, like, some suggestions you guys have? I did say a thing or two about nipple shading. I could. I really could. I really could. Game end, Griffin. I guess I'll just, like, keep an eye out for any spots that I might have missed. Like, the boots could probably use, like, a little bit more shading on them. I don't know. Yeah, just like a little thing along the bottom, like the straps have. Oh, this is on the line art layer again. They got me. I think you would get yeeted for going beyond a general color areola. Male presenting.
Watch me, cowards. And to answer your question, yes, the bulge is important. Uh-oh. Whoa! This is weird that I can't get this curve. I want it to be like uniform. Close enough. You know, just like a quick little whatever along the bottom, no big deal. I don't know, I'm not I think I've done better boots, like probably even this is like slightly better. See, the problem here is that I didn't draw the whole ass boot, I got lazy with it. But Keaton's got like some good heels and shit. And like the strap on the bottom of the boot, I don't know. I could have done better. But the focus is unfortunately not the boots. It is he titty. Twitch bans all nipples? They better not. You better stop! Okay, that should do the trick. Turn the color back on. Oh, you can hardly notice it. I saved the peed pants version. Sir Kaboom, don't do that. Why? That is a good idea though. I could like do some filter stuff like I usually do, because I haven't done that yet, and I will. So why not now? Apparently though, there's something named Layer 2, and I need to make it stop. You. Why are you named Layer 2? What happened here? Ah. These just need to merge. Why can I not go away in? I don't know, it really pisses me off. Like, I start a new layer and it's not layer 1. I like to really organize my stuff, so... When I'm working on something with like a million layers and one of them didn't get named right, which is like causing everything to get fucked. Is that a male or a female character? Oh, it begins! No, he's a boy. He's just got very, very good pecs. Hence, the good gods. Although, I guess, were this a female character, he would probably still be thirsting. But I feel like there are certain other aspects that may suggest, one way or another, that this is not a girl. But thanks for asking, I guess. But yeah, let's see. Let's go into this business and pick out some colors here. So I usually like to go from like a yellow to pink sort of thing, but I wonder if maybe we'll go from like blue to yellow. So we'll start the range like up here. Brush size 1000, flow 25. How's that looking? Yeah, okay. And I like to start from like one of these Apple Watch things because it kind of puts it in a nice cozy spot. And I might want to use bigger than 1000 too, because this image is so big I might need to like 2000 honestly. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of... This is another thing that pisses me off about having a broken touch bar though. Is that I can usually just like slide my finger along, just like from left to right, to change this bit, while continuing to draw on this, you know, use one hand for each task. But it broke, so now I just gotta click back and forth and back and forth. You know, like, this is, like, the #1 thing. Well, not the #1 thing. But as far as, like, how the touch bar affects my workflow, it really helped as far as this goes, and I just don't have it anymore, so that sucks. It looks like he's got a camel toe wall. Uh-oh. But here's the thing is that... Oh, here's what I gotta do. I'm a fool. I just gotta go to the brush settings and turn down the spacing to like 10. Then when I go to 2000 it should be better. Because I'm like noticing little transparent gaps between what I'm doing if I use like too big of a brush, but that should fix it. Wait a second, is the flow? No, the flow is fine. It's just... I guess because, yeah, the spacing is down, it's a little thicker, but I can just fix that in post. If it's all going to be like a soft light filter or whatever, it's fine. I can undo whatever. Oh, you can really see the... Photoshop's like dropping some frames now. I wanted to go all the way to blue, and I'm kind of already running out of space. Oops. Here's what I'm gonna do, though. I guess I will do 1,000 then, I don't know. I probably won't be shading this art since it's mostly just a joke. Well, Rice shaded his Inspector Gadget bullshit. I don't think I've ever gotten, for the stream, like, an unironic Keaton thing. It's always gotta be memeing on me. I can never have anything nice. Yeah, there's like some gaps here, but I think if I just do like a Gaussian blur, then that can like mostly eliminate stuff like that. I hope anyways. I'll make that a little pinker, like up here. I've sent in an unironic Keaton. Oh, thank God. It's You've Saved Me. You saved me! Good. Oh boy, yeah, these are like some pretty consistent stripes. I hope that this gets fixed by the blur. Okay, here goes nothing. Filter Gaussian blur. Well, that's a 5.0 blur. That's not gonna do shit. Let's try 100. Let's try 250. Kind of. Let's do repeated blurs like that, though. Yeah, now it's kind of all coming together into a more of a blend. Yeah, okay. I think one more time should do the trick. And we'll put all of these in their own group, and then... Oh, hold on. I was gonna go in there, too. And clipping mask, and we are good. Kind of. What I'm doing is more than ironic. Uh-oh. Well, that just sounds worse. It's meme god levels of unironic contemporary genius featuring Keaton. Oh dear. Hey, my Keaton art was serious, you just can't appreciate MS Paint. I sent that body pillow, but you didn't make that art! That was someone else's, and by the way, you never sourced it, which I wish you would do. Alright, let's see which overlay thing works best for this. Multiply looks pretty good, but I kinda want it to be bright, not dark. You know, I don't want to make any wild guesses, but I think I'm probably going to settle on soft light. Lighting looks pretty good, but it kind of just blows out some aspects too much. Same with screen. Color dodge, for some reason, leaves the eyelashes entirely intact. Lighter color just fucking breaks up there on the elbow. Soft light's looking pretty interesting. Ooh, hard light could be. I feel like either that or subtract is what I fall on most often. Because subtract can look pretty fucking good. Like, look at that. And I'll tell you what else you can do with subtract is that you can just do image adjustments, hue saturation, and just take that same like darkening effect and then just like slide it until you, oh fuck, go back to that pink. Oh, that's pretty good. Soft light is gay light and hard light is advanced gay. But I was going for a yellow around the top. Can I get that back? Yeah. So like that subtracting effect, if you just like invert the colors, you can just make it like the same as before. But do I want to do that is the question. I was kind of liking the purple thing here. I just said I didn't want to make it like dark looking, but you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the hue shift by 80 points here, and then I'm going to go back to soft light. How's that look? Oh no, that's right. Because that's with subtract on, so that inverts. So if I do this and then do another 180, then that should be what I'm trying to get to. Let's try minus 180 maybe? I don't think it matters, honestly. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Club Keaton? It kind of is, yeah. But I mean, if there is this layer that we're gonna end up using, maybe he's a stripper, you don't know. You don't know his story, none of you played Fates. You can't say he's not. Yeah, I'll probably just do soft light and shift it over a little bit, because it's looking a little yellow up here. I'm trying to start messing with the skin tones. Streamer has to work for the source. I'm actually pretty sure that that's one of the many things I've already reblogged on my Tumblr, but it's just like if you post other people's art in a Discord, you should source it, just like as a common courtesy kind of thing. I played Fates, can't confirm he is. Are you sure it was an opera house you found the student? That looks kind of good. But I don't know how I feel about his green pants. That's the thing that you get when you do this big of a range from yellow to blue, is that once you start shifting it, everything gets shifted, and there's a really wide range you have to kind of put up with. Although, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna do minus 99 here, and lower the opacity here, so it's a little more of a subtle effect. That's looking pretty good. Good gods. Yeah, I feel that. I actually couldn't find it. I got it from a Google image search and the source was a Pinterest repost? Oh, fuck. I'm trying to think about the Tumblr artist that I reblogged that from. I'm pretty sure if I... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this, and while it's saving, I'm gonna check my Tumblr here. Because every Keaton-related reblog I do is accessed by going /tag/Keaton. Oh, Tumblr can't find the server. Well, that's not right. Oh, .tumblr.com/tag/Keaton. There we go. What do we got? Also, it's saved. There's a lot of cute shit in here. This post may contain adult content, so we've hidden it from public view. This is so sad. It was probably that one, very basic-ass dog thing that was totally safe for work, too, that got taken down. Yeah, there's only 10 pages here. I can do just a teensy bit of scrolling, that's fine. That was, from a long time ago, so I might just go, /page/10 and start from, older and then go back, you know? This is just my old-ass Keaton art, though. Can we not relive this? Let's see. There's some good, cute shit here. Damn. Good taste, me. Is that Keaton in lingerie? Only real gamers stream art. This is part 18 of Galaxy Gallery. I don't know where you've been, Neon Blue. That was an animated thing. It's a virus thing. It's a Keaton thing. There's a couple of these things that got, quote-unquote flagged for adult content, but... Was it this one? Hold on. Was this the one that... let me go find the body pillow thing that Femi made earlier. Was that in shitposts? No, it wasn't. Okay, hold on. So this is the thing Femi made. The colors are a little similar, but... And they're equally disheveled. And it's equally titty. But yeah, the eyes are a lot more He's got a lot of, more of a shadow going on. This is a tricky little hunt. Not that one. I recognize those titties. Well, let's see. Let me do a little more scrolling here, and we'll see what we can find. Like, I don't know. I'm fucking done, so... I'll do a little bit of searching, because I really like that art. I want to source it. If I can. There's Hot Topic, Keaton. Oh, fuck, that's a really good post. Fellas, you should check this tag out if you're like a good Keaton head. Because, you know, my art aside, there's some good stuff here. Like, I can't imagine just, like, not reblogging it. That doesn't sound like a reality to me. I don't like my video game crushes to be looking at me like a steak. Whoa, well, what do you mean? Sometimes, you just be looking like a snack. That's very odd. Maybe I didn't reblog it after all. I would like to think that I reblog all Keaton things that I see, but maybe I didn't. Because I'm getting back into, like, I started, like, in reverse order, and I'm starting to get back to, like, the original shit here. This is so sad if it's, like, actually lost. It might be, though. It might be one of those posts that got taken down after, like, the Tumblr purge. That could very well be. Yeah, Tumblr probably did something, probably. I've definitely seen a lot of these that are just, like, missing now because of the Tumblr flags. I mean, there's cute shit here, but it ain't my shit. Yeah, no, that's all of it. It's not here. Okay. Also, let me switch this music. And again, now's a great time to suggest other shit to add to this. Let's see. Multi-output. What's like another good track here? What's this one? What's this one? Eh? Eh? Okay, that's good, but I haven't heard it. I recognize that voice. That's fucking Shigure. I think there was like some shit involving him in like the DLC, but I never listened to that. That sounds very good. Thank you, Matthew Mercer. What else we got here, though? You could add Lonely Rolling Star. I'm gonna do Katamari eventually. That's spoilers. What was this one? This one fucking slaps? Okay. We good. You could add literally the entire Professor Layton or Phoenix, right, OST? Not gonna sing along, Griffin? I say play the Apple Juice song. Neon Blue, why are you like this? Color in the Korin? But that would involve landing it as well. This is not gonna be here. He's not real. He's just a mood. Tell you what I might do. I'm gonna like make this a little taller. Because I don't like the way the pants are still like a little bit green, you know? And if I just shift that down, probably not do that. But it also starts making the skin look like very pinkish red. So it's like, fuck. Maybe there is more to do with this like overlay thing. I don't know, what do you guys think? Please just leave him overlaid in the final piece. It would complete it so much. It would, and he is kind of like looking in his direction, but I like didn't put effort into this. If it's gonna remain, I want to put effort into it. And it's gonna take a lot longer than, you know, just like an extra hour to do. Because I would end up doing, like, you know, all the line art, all the coloring, all the shading, and I would, like, do all the details on his armor, too.
Just as a meme. Do both? What do you mean, do both? The apple juice was from Kirby and it's super adorbs.
Oh. There's an apple juice song from Kirby? I thought you were talking about that, like, really old, like, Flash animation from, like, the... But hey, I guess nobody in this chat knows about things that came from the mid-2000s, so I guess I'm just alone in this.
Do one with the meme and one without.
But what about the this?
Also, yeah, the overlay I think that I've done here is really, like, janked the lighting. Because, like, with here, it's like, maybe, because you can see, like, the clothes are purple, but when you take away the clothes, he's just, like, a weird purple man. And it's already at 50%, so... Whew. Let me do some undoing here, and set this back to what it was at before, in terms of this. Because I think we probably had something better with, like, the whole subtract thing, you know?
Well, let's kind of go back to what I was liking about that. Let's see. Adjustments, hue saturation. Like, you know, I was liking this a lot more than anything we were getting with the soft light. I might go with this. What do you guys think? Yeah, by about 80 points. Could be good. Could be.
In the mid-2000s, I was sitting playing Pokemon and listening to Poke Remix Studio. It's associated with Waddle Dee. I was born in 95, dude. Then explain to me, Neon Blue, why nobody else in the chat knew what Cockwaffle was. Ain't my fault. But yeah, if I take that and then, like, you can also, like, adjust the opacity of subtract effects, so if you make it a little less intense, maybe. What would some good, like, sunset-looking lighting look on the subtraction, though? Let's try. Only Sir Kaboon didn't know? So you're saying that Tyler Call was for nothing? That could be interesting as well. Which do you guys prefer, the orange or the purple? It was just Sir Kaboon, who is both the youngest and least furry of all of us TBH. I think it's for Sir Kaboon to claim, not you. They're the one drawing fucking pee-pee pants, so I don't know. Anyway, sunset or purple? How does the Sonic porn degenerate not only know it? All of them? Well, I can't do orange and purple. Personally, I think I might go with orange, because I've been doing like a lot of purple subtracts in the past when I do use subtract, but I haven't done any orange subtracts, so that could be something new to try. I'm not a furry, but you may continue to call me one if you prefer, I guess. That's one response to have. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go with sunset, and I'm also gonna bring over some of the lighting shit that I kind of did here. Because if I bring back all this background stuff, you can see, not rough, where's back?
you can see that there's like a lot of like soft light overlay shit that I also did here. And if I combine that with the subtract, I'm wondering if maybe that could be good. Might make this a little less intense though. See, this is the interesting thing though, is that because if you do like a bit of a halfway between a soft light and a subtract and kind of make that a 50%, then like it kind of desaturates the colors, and I don't know about that. Or just makes the original colors look very desaturated. I can't quite tell which is which. And you also have to consider, also gotta factor in, how's it gonna affect the Nanki layer? You know what? Even that doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look like all pink and purple. It does look like more like sunset tones, which the past one didn't, so... Whew. Let me turn this down a little bit here. Okay. Huh. 25 maybe? Man, I don't know, guys. What direction do you guys think I should go with this? Because when it's like this low, then it just like dims the tones, and then there's like no point. But it is subtracting, so that's kind of its purpose. And I want to do something involving like color overlays, but I'm trying to figure out something that'll work here. Because that's like always the finishing touch that I go with. I love it. Just remove the Keaton. Griffin, what song does Keaton listen to at night? Is it Who Let the Dogs Out or Lost in Thoughts All Alone? Keaton listens to Nintendogs music. He likes the bark samples. Griffin, hey chat, help me. Chat, arguing about which class of kink is better. Yeah, I've been kind of trying to generally just ignore that. What if I did like... Well, sunset gradient lighting is kind of what I started with here, isn't it? Man, when you tweak this a little bit, you get some really rich like purples and blues out of the blacks of the clothes. Like, that's definitely what I was kind of wanting to go for initially, so I might just do this. Maybe tweak the transparency to like, maybe like 80. Honestly, no, let's do it. Let's go like, let's blow it. What if I did like, let's do like one more check over all of these? Yeah, it's like a little redder at the top, which kind of helps with the skin tone problems I was running into earlier. It's like less yellow up there. Feels warmer. I don't know. I'm probably not going to stick with any of these, but just like, you know, one more pass over it all. But yeah, some of these like really start shitting the bed, like this one, if you look at like how it affects the boots down there. Lighten looks pretty decent, but again, kind of generally trying to avoid that kind of blown out stuff. Oh, hard mix is looking great. I could do like some blue subtract too, but that's kind of just purple. Oh, that's weird. The red's like really pop and then the rest is like super desaturated. But I think soft light is probably the best. Griffin forces Keaton to listen to his cover of Lost in Thoughts All Alone. Keaton would like it, and he would be very supportive and enthusiastic. Y'all are just mean. But yeah, though, I think that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna see, like, if I can do, like, a background or something. I'm very bad at these, but... we'll see. Also, look at the swatches up here. That's looking nice. Keaton would want to go outside and wrestle in the dirt, then explain why he was at an opera house! My joke punchline was going to be fly me to the moon. There was that one thing that we looked at last night where Keaton was dressed as Bayonetta, so who knows? Who knows? We're not mean, we're just smart. Don't put those thoughts in Griffin's head, Femi. Listen, Femi isn't entirely wrong on that take, but as opposed to spending time with Corin, that's wrong. You're lying, my god! But yeah, though, honestly, like, if I take this layer that I've already done and just, like, pop it back here, maybe that could be something. I would kind of have to blow it up. Why can I not? There we go. I've just still got the shape thing turned on. Go back to brush. I don't know, just fucking copy and paste that a bunch of times. Till we get like a nice solid thing. Maybe try to make something out of that, I don't know. Corin would roll in the dirt with him, TBH. Thank you! Finally, some woke takes. Oh, look at that, bi-pride. These are some very nice bi-colors, by the way. Like, these reds and shit really pop. And this is like a fucking 2011 monitor, too. But, like, colors can get really, like, very vibrant on this thing. Yeah, I think, hold on. Don't do that. I think if I, like, push it a little more in this direction so that the top gets, like, a little yellower. No, wait, more in this direction. That could be decent. That's kind of what I'm going for. Like 25 or 30 or something like that. Yeah, 25 is probably good. But then what do I do with this gradient is the question. Dumb thoughties rolling in dirt. Nice. Thanks, chat. Finally, you guys get it. He's got no trouble with dirt considering the shoes thing. Listen! Be nice. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this background. Both of my trash pieces are in shitposts. Yeah, it's helpful to know, by the way, for those of you who are working on art tonight, when you're done with it, because honestly, I'm ready to dip as soon as you guys are done. There's nothing that urgent we need to be working on right now. I think this layer I'll do on my own time, and you guys will see that later. I just prefer flip-flops to bare soles. Do you guys think Corin has a boot kink? He does avoid shoes like the plague. Well, wouldn't he wear boots if that were the case? Also, chat, please don't ask questions like this. I won't finish it tonight, so don't wait for me. What's he up to? How's he doing? I think I heard that his thing was already posted though, right? Didn't Circaboon draw Corin with flip-flops until we're done? Okay. I can do that. Any suggestions on this background, though? It is just about done? Okay. You don't need to wear boots to enjoy boots. That's a very powerful statement, Neon Blue, but it's also very dangerous. Please don't say things like that. Please be careful with those words. Oh, I still have the flow on 25. Congrats. Are you proud of what you've done, chat?
Griffin, do a speed what from memory? I don't know who that is, sorry. I'm not entertaining that.
That looks like a penis. I thought I was very clear that this is a leaf. You? Don't ew me, it's. Draw more clothes? No. Either he wears all clothes but no shoes, or only shoes and no clothes. Take your pick. It's clearly a Chaos Emerald. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Goku? I'm not drawing Goku. Please never ask me. Please never ask anything of me again. Oh, you mean the feet look like penises? Oh, you know, I meant for these lines to be like the thing for the... Hold on. I can come back from this. These can be like the... If I add more to like the... Which part of the flip is the flop? Is that any better? Good pun? Oh, you mean Lost in Flops? Thank you. I don't like that you guys are encouraging me to ruin this artboard. Now we just have cock rings. Oh, is that where that goes? I don't think it is, Circaboon. I think I'm fine. And also the fact that they're on his legs, which cocks typically are not. I think I'll survive. Saving now, though? Do you mean you're saving like a screenshot of what I just drew, or saving the thing that you made for tonight? Because I think it is the last one who needs to finish their stuff, right? Or is Circaboon, do you need more time too? The art? As in your art? I'm kind of... Well, I'm not touching the art anymore. My hands have found their way to, I guess, like a clothespin? You know what, I'll draw what I found. I got like some Christmas clothes that I'm still like kind of trying on. It's like, it's a thing that looks like that. It's like, hold on. And then it's got like one of these things that like you either bend to go inside. It's like a clothespin or something, right? I've been playing with that, and I keep fucking pricking myself with it, and it's not the best idea. So this is what happens the longer you take to finish your art. The thing I did, yes, lol. No, Circaboon finished too? I think that's everyone then. Okay. Then we'll look at everybody's art, but first... A safety pin! I knew it wasn't a clothespin. That's something else. But anyways, I guess that was... hold on. How's Nakey Layer look with this, filter on it? No, that looks decent. Skin tones are unaffected. Well, they're affected, but not in like a bad-looking way. Alright, I can live with that. Well, with that then, I am here to vor corn. Please do not do this. Anyways, that was the stream for tonight. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. If you really enjoyed the stream, you can also subscribe to me here on Twitch. You can also check me out on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a server with all sorts of channels on it for you guys to hang out both on and off stream, including an art channel. So we're not going quite yet because you got to look at, you know, it's Galaxy Gallery. We got to look at what everyone else has drawn for tonight. So let's dive in. Oh my god. Circaboon, you did not have to do this, and I'm very afraid that you did. I'm afraid of this. Oh, this is my Circaboon. You know what, I was about to put them into OBS, but I can drag these into Photoshop, actually. So here's this one. This is the PP version. Why, though? Did I even talk about anything that, like, triggered this from you? Why would you do this? This is not nice. And then... Better bulge, but still with stinky feet and big arms. Time to flex on some bottoms. Look like the 3D text effect you did here, too. You said you did this in Paint? I didn't know Paint could do that. Unless you just, like, overlaid, like, 3 different colors, and that's pretty good. Anyways, so that's Circaboon's art. So that was from the shitposts folder, but let's see. What else is here? Ooh, Rice sent in some more stuff. Fucking look at this! Rice always does like some good boys. New OC, I'll draw twice and never again, number 4302. Oh, that's a mood. Oh, we never looked at the thing that Femi sent! Hold on. Let me bust this out. Oh! Holy shit. This isn't necessarily Galaxy Gallery. This is like more of a thing that I asked for during like everything. Look at this! I like that the texture is like on the... Holy shit! Wow, Femi. Look at that. That's really cool. And they're even kind of like there's a hole and they're going around the hole. Boy 21. This is very good. I'm very happy that his McKeaties have been used in this way. Is that done? Is that going to turn? Okay, it's done. The pause became a play button. So that was very good. I'm so proud of you. Let's see here. And then this is by... Oh! This is by It's Porter.
Syrup?
I didn't realize it was a cock waffle reference! The one true admin of Lemmy's Land. This is what happens when you remind me of the old internet. I thought it was just like Tyler's OC for a second, but... Oh no. Jesus, thanks, Thanks. Honestly though, as far as like the art you send in, usually this is like looking really good. I like what you did with like the brushes. Have you done this before? I need like some specular on the
Syrup?
So that's good. Well, keep it up. Great job. Proud of you. And then this is by Snoodoodle. Gun, knife, flower. Soon. Oh yeah, they do have all three of those listed things. Good for them. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Let's see. I've been adjusting the brush as I go on. Okay, cool. I should... Oh, you know what? There's one more thing. There's one more thing I will share. I showed a thing that my friend was working on last night. This is the original, but now they added a body and colored it. So thank you for being the only person in my life who doesn't try to sabotage me. Just like emotionally, mentally, physically even. Anyways, this is the one good thing that came out of tonight. And it wasn't even for the stream. Again, I'm not a Keaton stan, but Stubble Keaton is the best Keaton. Who is the friend? Oh yeah, this is by Spadefish. You can check him out at spadefish.tumblr.com or spadefishart.tumblr.com, although I don't think they posted this. I'm personally not a Stubble fan, but you know what? It doesn't look bad. And look at this. He even tried with the titties, and that's real valid. So anyways, these are the wrong titties. Where did my titties go? Command-Shift-Tab? There we go. Lost in flops all alone. Yeah, that's the stream. Thanks for coming by, and, good gods.